Let's get into this, folks. So it's the morning of El Clasico. Matter of fact, I think it's like 2 hours to go. So I mean, this is not a preview. This would be the last minute previews. Okay, so just to get into the game, I just can't help but think about what is going to happen in this game, what could happen in this game. Not a prediction. I don't want to jinx anything. Here we go. Okay, so let's be clear here. Atletico Madrid is at 66 points in La Liga points. Barcelona is just behind at 65. And Real Madrid is at 63. So couldn't be a more impactful moment, okay? For the time being, if Barcelona wins, we go up. Now, this really has a huge impact on the rest of the league. It really does. And we're going to be going to Alfred Stefano Stadium for this game. So it's not going to be Barcelona home game. It's not going to technically be a Real Madrid Santiago Bernabeu game. It's going to be Alfred Stefano Stadium, okay? So this will be a very unique opportunity to have a Clasico, okay? Now, remember this. Also, Atletico Madrid still has to play Barcelona next month on the 9th. So we still have opportunities to jump them if we're head-to-head. Everyone keeps talking about how this game is going to be Messi versus Benzema. They're never going to see each other. I like to think of real battles. People who are going to be hitting each other, taking the ball from each other, and attacking each other in space. Now, Ter Stegen versus Thibaut Courtois. I don't think there's a question there. Who's better? I don't even think that one's close. Definitely Ter Stegen. So, some other interesting things that are coming about with this game is that Sergio Roberto's coming back and PK is back. Now, I really hope Ronald Koeman does not play PK. Last time for PK's very first game back, it was PSG, and he looked like a shell of himself. Now, maybe he's prepared this in advance, and he's not going to have him running out there when he's not ready, but also, he's only coming back for these big games, and yes, he can get up for it, but that's when you're more likely to get injured. So, I'm not really excited about the possibility of him running back out. So I think Sergio Roberto is going to sit on the bench, and I really hope PK stays on the bench. I think we can be successful even without having PK in the back three. But if for some reason, I do believe that they need to play three center backs. I think the formation needs to be the one we've been starting with. Now I know we transitioned out of. I know some people call it a. They like to think that we only have three fullbacks and then they have five midfielders. You can also think of it as having wing backs, but that's the most important part, is having that outside attack. Now, if we start with Mingueza, Araujo, and Lenglet in the back, that would push De Jong in the middle. So that's one option that I think we possibly could go with, just to have some more offensive threat in the middle. Also, it's important. So if we do that, I think Mingueza, Araujo, and Lenglet in the back line is a better than trying to force PK back in it. Okay, but I do think that with the middle, you're looking at Casemiro, Cruz, and Modric. I think if we can have a good, formidable attack. I really do, with De Jong in the middle, right? Because Real Madrid, the middle is their heart. Casemiro does it. Cruz, I think, since Cruz and De Jong, if we put him in the middle, if we do in the middle, Alba, De Jong, Pedri, Dest, and Busquets, I think as long as Busquets anchoring and some of the responsibility could be leaned back a little. Unfortunately, Real Madrid can make Busquets look bad sometimes, but if he's going to be the orchestrator of this symphony, and we allow for some makeup, and we let the center backs, we have some youth in the back, or the full backs, it's possible that we can make up for some of that speed. I do not personally believe that Barcelona is going to be beat in the middle. Okay, that's not what we're ever. I think we can hold them in the middle. Pedri can. He doesn't get caught up. He's still got the youth. He's got the speed to make up for the space. So we got Casemiro, Cruz, and Modric. That's not the fastest midfield, but it is a crafty one. And we need brains in the middle. Where I think this game can be won, and I'm just going to throw it out there, okay? I know a lot of people are trying to say that it's going to be the middle, it's going to be how it works. I don't. I think this game will be won or lost on Barcelona's ability to get out wide. I think Jordi Alba and Serginho Dest are going to be the critical players in this game. I think we stay strong in the back, right? We need that. Unfortunately, without De Jong in the back, sometimes we're most likely that we're going to be scored on, okay? That's a possibility, but that's okay as long as our attack and we keep pushing on Real Madrid. At least we keep that line up, okay? So I'm thinking that we will have attacks on the wide. That's where our game's going to be won. That's where we've always been successful against Real Madrid. Now, we've been doing it with Jordi Alba for the last 4 years. And now we have Serginho Dest. We can attack them on the outsides. We can definitely take advantage of them. Go into the middle, push it right back out, kill them down the lines, keep them pressed up, keep them on their final third, and then a lot of crosses. I believe that we can do that. The middle is going to be locked up, and we've got the attack. We've got the superiority on the outside. I really do. So, now, how do we think Messi's going to do? And there's all this talk. He's got 23 goals this year. And everyone's saying Messi, oh, he hasn't been doing it in Clasico. Let's be honest here. Messi is, today, I believe he's going to get it done. I do. I mean, I believe he's going to get it done. I believe he's going to be a formidable attack. But I do believe he needs assistance, right? In the last few Clásicos, he's trying to do it all himself. In this situation, if we have an attack on the outside and we have a strong, playful midfield, we can get it done. When he just plays up top, he was getting lost because between, we had Ansu Fati, but now we have Dembele and Griezmann. And, he's got to make it for himself. But we are starting to find that Barcelona gets the ball to Messi a lot more when the outsides are open. We see the give-goes that Messi and Alba play together. Even sometimes, Messi gets it and he plays it to Alba. We need that same type of attack on the right side for Serginho Dest. If the outsides are able to be competitive and attack from the outside and take advantage of the wings on Real Madrid, I think they have this game. Okay? I really do. Pedri's press resistant, so we can kind of get a lot of that accomplished. He can play a dual out role. I also think that the defense has to play strong, and if there are mistakes, more than one goal, we're gonna have a problem. If there's more than one goal, I don't know that with this squad, with Real Madrid, they haven't been very vulnerable to significant goals. So I believe if we allow more than two, the best we can do is tie. Although, I do think Barcelona's going to score 2 goals. So I'm thinking, and Messi's going to score 1, and I think that the most important players are going to be the outside. I also think it's possible that Griezmann doesn't start. Now, I for some reason, I don't see it happening. But against this lineup, it is possible that they just go Messi and Dembele up top. We'll see. I'm actually kind of curious to see what Ronald Koeman plays, but he may just stick with that standard formation he started the last game with, which would put, essentially Mingueza, Lenglet, and De Jong in the back. But see, we can't beat Real Madrid playing that defensive. You just can't beat him playing that defensive. So he has to push De Jong in the middle. We'll see, guys. I think Messi's going to score a goal. I think the game is going to end 2-1. I think the middle of the field is going to be pretty locked up. I think that the middle of the field is going to be a very a combated zone, but I feel like getting out wide is going to be our opportunity. I do feel like Real Madrid's going to try to play their speed on our defense and try to get past them, get some space, run on them, and get some one-on-ones or some crosses with 3-on-2s. Good opportunities with numbers on a counterattack. I think they're going to do that against us. But I think that as long as we hold up most of the time, as long as we are responsible in the middle, defense plays very tight defense, and we allow Serginho Dest and Jordi Alba to work their butts off, I think we'll get out wide and either have an opportunity for a go down the side, a simple ball in the middle to score, or a cross, or they'll be a part of the attack and even score. Even Alba or Dest will score. Anyway, guys, this isn't really a preview, just chatting it up. I actually have a game to go to right after Clasico. So I'm gonna try to do a video post game review, but I do have a game to go to. So either way, you guys have a great Saturday. This is a big game. I think we're gonna win, and even if we tie, it's okay. I think we're gonna win. I think this is gonna put us in pole position to be successful to win La Liga. If we're not, it doesn't mean the season's over, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got a loss here, but I do believe we're going to win 2-1. I think it's going to work out, you guys. Everyone have a good Saturday. Talk to everyone soon. Have a blessed day. Join the channel if you want, and if I'm wrong, feel free. You can make fun of me. I just was, batting it around, trying to get my nervous energy out for this game, to be honest. Talk to everyone soon.